Welcome back to part 57 of Pokémon Legends Arceus on original hardware. I've swapped out half my team, so I still have Machamp for EXP training, as well as Wurmple and Kricketot. As per last couple episodes at this point, we still need to level them up quite a bit before we can do their Path of Solitude. But I've also got the entire Rowlet line in there, because today I am wanting to actually perfect these three. The more lines we get complete, the better, and I'm just wanting to start from the start of the Pokédex. Might as well check out this massive mass outbreak. And let's see what is around. Well, this is the place where I do my level grinding, but yeah, actually this place is probably best because of the Blissey. Even if Garchomp is better, well, is higher level, there is that. Okay, so Zoro are here. If it was night time, I'd go for those. Geodude has that, although they do have the berries. And there is Ponyta too. Pichu. There's a few I'll have to consider. Right, okay. I haven't actually updated the spreadsheet. I've been away for a little while, so I've not had much chance to actually update it. Granted, I could have done that yesterday, but I didn't. I was just relaxing after I got home. Right, okay, Ponyta. Defeat with Water-type moves. We no longer have a Water-type on our team. That's a little awkward. Unless you can learn any Water-type moves, but I'm pretty sure it's just normal fighting and that one Steel move. For whatever reason. Right, Decidueye might be able to learn something else. Normal, Grass, Flying, and Fighting. You know, I don't think we need Machamp, so what I'm going to do is swap out Machamp for my starter again. Even though we've already perfected it. Oh yeah, none of those are my starter. My starter... Where is Sprinkles? Probably somewhere in here, but I don't see it. I'll go looking for Overquill, actually. That might be better. This may take a moment, so I'm just going to skip to when I get it. Okay, I have decided. I am going to be going after the Ponytas first. And, okay, that's just happened. I'll have to pause the game again to put this on charge. Yeah, that's going to keep happening for some reason. One moment. Okay, it's on charge now. I am still on the way to Ponytas. They should be just here. But all I see is Cricketots. Wait. There they are. As long as they don't just run away, we should be fine. They very easily could. Although, we actually need to use grass moves. Leafage, Roost, and... Oh, Aerial Ace. Seems like a bit of a powerful move. Oh, all three of them do have something decently strong for that. But, yeah, I suppose we'll just go after these with a Water-type move right now. Could get a shiny Ponyta again. Got to Water Pulse these. It's not come out with a Water move. Oh, I also need to do the various styles of moves against these. Well, I say against them, but just in general for this Pokemon. Well, for Overquill. Yeah. Okay, we haven't actually defeated any up until now. And we need to see it use Ember quite a bit. We need to catch 3 more of them that are heavy. So we're going to look out for some big ones. Because they're usually the heavy ones. And I forgot to style that move again. Oops. Right, okay. You look big and heavy. Where's my Pokeballs? There they are. I'll just Ultra Ball it. Really, that missed? That is actually a lot closer than I was expecting. Please be a heavy one. That's a Rapidash. I can't tell how heavy that one will be. But yeah, I've not actually emptied the pastures, so we can't do much. Is there any way of telling how heavy a Pokemon is outside of battle, other than going for an Alpha Pokemon? So we'd need an Alpha Ponyta. As for the Rapidash, I think we need to knock those out, yeah, with Water-type moves as well. So we might as well do that. This one's at least not going to run away from us. I keep doing that. I need to style the moves. And it didn't count. Great. Also, I didn't put any of the items away that I needed to. Right, okay. So, we got a few of them anyway. They're going to be a bit of a hassle. Right, okay. Are there any others that we think require either grass or flying moves to defeat? Probably these two, Silcoon and Cascoon. Both of them actually appeared today. Okay, they're both here. Defeat with fire-type moves, and defeat with flying-type moves. We're heading over to Silcoon, at the other end of the map. Great. Oh. Didn't go in. Right, okay, we've got the Stardust out of that one at least. We need to head more this way. Let's go around that mountain. It could probably be easier than going over. Nearly there. Seems like it's just down here. Yep. Right, can these ones run away? I don't know. They are cocoons. They should not be able to run. And we don't have Aerial Ace equipped. I'll have to swap them out. Also, I think I just caught this, that Rowlet at level 52, so... Change moves, Aerial Ace instead of Air Slash. Leafage instead of Leaf Storm. And we also need Roost, so I'm going to replace Leaf Blade. I know these are really weak moves. One of them's a healing move, in fact, so there is that. We can just heal up if needed. Aerial Ace. Any more of those? There's one over there. We're just going to keep doing this. I don't think I need to use any particular style of moves, but I can check. Oh, we do need to use styles. Both of them, in fact. And so we will. Again, we're overdoing it, so let's not do that too much. Almost a back strike. It's kind of hard to tell with these lot. Well, both of the cocoons. Right, that gives me extra points on both of them. It doesn't matter about the points at this point. We've already beaten the game. It's just about filling out the Pokédex at this point. And also the Path of Solitude. We still need to do a bunch of those. Here, another one. These are going to be hiding from us now. get out from between them. Perfect, that's 6 with flying moves. There's another one. Saw the overlay pop up. Let's do another agile style aerial ace. And down goes another Silcoon. Perfect. Okay, we're out of that though. So I'm going to need to restock those. Easy enough, I've got a leopard berry somewhere in here. There they are. And there must be more of them. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, you can actually just go into first person in this game. Just don't fall off any cliffs. Right, one of them has seen me. There you are. The ground. That's why I couldn't find it. It was off the cliff. Right, there we go. That is the last of those. So you defeated 8 of those. I don't think any of these other ones will Shellos. Shellos might want us to defeat with grass moves. I'm just gotta find it. They're kind of late into the decks, so... Being from... Oh, no, they're from here. Oh, we don't need to defeat them with any particular type of move. Might as well head over there, then. The Decidueye line can't learn any dark moves by level up, so I don't have any of them equipped. Plus, I don't think they're going to come in handy against the Path of Solitude, which is the main part which I'm wanting to use them for. So, that's a little awkward. But, it should be fine. We can just use other Pokemon for that. Yeah, how on earth did Shellos and Gastrodon get all the way up here? Right, okay, so Gastrodon also doesn't require any particular defeat method. So, I'm going to attempt to use Leafage. Never mind, this thing is 10 levels higher than me. We're using Magical Leaf, though. Twice. And it's missed both of its attacks. I'm going to Strong Style this next one. Nice. That is a hit for the Gastrodon. Why is there even a pin over here? Don't entirely know. But yeah, we're not going to be catching much today, because we are running out of pasture space and I need to work on that. Back Strike, somehow. It turned around right at the last moment. Also, it's using its low poly model despite me being right here. If I just turn the camera, it switches model. That is weird. You can see the change. Why is the distance for its level of detail change so close? Like, seriously. It is entirely based around the camera's distance, though. So there's that. Another back strike somehow. We're just going to keep doing that. Right, there was another one somewhere close by. Where is the last one? There you are. Just so you don't run away. As some Pokemon do. And there we go. Yeah, I'm wanting to perfect Rowlet today, at the very least. And we still haven't used Roost. That's going to be its own thing, really. But we've done surprisingly well already. Okay, any others? Suppose now might be the time to check out Zorua. Those things are tough to come by, and it's night. So, let's go from here. Right, okay, so whereabouts is it? It's over there. I'm actually going to stick the pin in the map again. Okay, we can just fly straight, hope the rainstorm doesn't end. And hopefully we can catch a bunch of these Zoruas at night. It's easier to do here, when we can actually see the sky, than it is in Zorua's home area, underground. So that's a pain. Ooh, a Zoroark! Oh, never mind, we're not going to be catching them, because my pastures are full, yeah. There's that. Right, okay. So, if I just approach... We do need to catch more of these, but we'll just evolve some of the Zoruas I've caught. 17, wow. I need another 17 caught at night? What have I been doing? Still need to defeat a few with dark moves, though, so... What about you? Defeat with dark moves. Let's get more of these tasks done, then. Dark Pulse. Also still need to use Barb Barrage, but it's fine. So, hang on, I need Overquill again. Where is Overquill? I've probably gone past it. Seriously, where is Overquill? Overquill is not in the Pokédex. Great. And yet we have it. There it is. Oh wow, that's a lot earlier than I was expecting. Strong and agile style moves. It doesn't matter which move it is. So let's double up and do a dark move. How many of each of those have we done? 12 strong style moves. Wow, we've done more agile style moves with Overquill. That's surprising. I think very few of them require poison type moves to be defeated by. Right, that's agile style since we've got two Zoruas in the same battle. This should hopefully knock out one of them. We are very much higher level than it. Frostbite. Okay, strong style. Okay. There's at least two more. There's four more. Although, I think we only need to defeat a couple more of them. Right, we've used strong style moves. We've defeated enough Zoruas. So, we can start catching them, but they've already seen us, so it's not worth it. We've got a few of the berries from them anyway, so I think we'll just let them get away. Also, apparently one of the Shellos is still there. I thought they got away. It doesn't matter. We can, I suppose, just leave. But before we do that, there is one last thing I need to do. And that's defeat Blissey with a fighting type move. if I can actually land. There we go. Wow, sometimes landing's tricky. It just doesn't give you the option to switch to Sneasler, and you're not moving down. I wonder if there's a soft lock position with Braviary. Oh, Happini's back. In pretty much the exact same spot as last time. Right. Thankfully, we have a level 84 Decidueye. Although I haven't checked what moves this thing has. Nothing useful. Right, we're running away. I'm going to swap out the moves. For Decidueye's Pokédex entry. Okay, we need Triple Arrows, Leaf Blade, and Leaf Storm. Right, Triple Arrows, Leaf Blade, and Leaf Storm are already on there. Right, okay. I think this Decidueye we did the Path of Solitude with, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Nice. Right, and with Triple Arrows, we can defeat the Blissey in one hit. Or is it 3? Okay, that wasn't enough. That's surprising. It is physical. So it's making use of its terrible defense. But its HP is just so high. We only got grit dust out of that. Great. Okay, let's see what I've got. Oh, never mind, I did get an EXP Candy Large at some point, so feed that to Wurmple. Still didn't gain a level, though. That is crazy. We're going to need to start using the rare candies at some point. Also, did I complete the Path of Solitude with Rowlet? No, I haven't. I have a level 50 Rowlet, but I don't think that's enough. Well, 53 Rowlet and 51 Dartrix, so those two still need to do their Path of Solitude. But right now, we have fully finished that. So let's head back. I caught one Ponyta that was heavy. So that's completed that task. What other tasks have I completed then? I'm probably just going to need to look over the Pokédex anyway, to keep track of how many I've actually done. But yeah, that's quite a bit on Rowlet, and a decent bit on Ponyta. That actually makes it look like I've done a lot more. Shellos, yeah, no, we've not done a lot with that. Same with Gastrodon. Zorua, though. Snarl. Bit of an odd move. Caught at Night, yeah, that's a lot of those left. Snarl, Evolve. And then Silcoon. Just defeat with moves, really. Poison Sting. Well, 330 points. We're now up to 6363 points. The 0 on the end is irrelevant, considering all points are at minimum 10. At maximum 20. And there's no in between. Right, okay, I actually kind of want to know what the maximum number of points is. Does it max out at like 999,000? Or I guess 99,990? Because the last 0 is just kind of its own thing. Well, I suppose we can sell some stuff. Including the Star Piece and the 5 nuggets that we've got. Right, the Stardust is fine. Oh, there's another 4 nuggets in here as well. I'll sell them too. Right, we actually don't need any more Black Augurite, but I'm going to keep them around just in case I get a shiny. Any other items we can sell? Well, not any valuable ones anyway. There are the X items that I don't really use. How much money do I have now? I don't think it says. Oh, it does up there. 235,000. 821. Okay, let's go and get a new bag space. Part of me also wants to max this out. How much? Please don't be 250,000. Oh good, it's only 200,000. Right, how much for the next one? Now it's 250,000. Yeah, we're going to need to do some money farming for a bit as well, to max that out. But yeah, I know a perfected Pokédex is not exactly possible. You'd need all of the minimum values and maximum values for height and weight of every Pokémon, including the legendaries, which is not very possible within a single copy of the game. You also can't get the shinies in the game of the legendaries. They just don't exist. They're shiny locked. Plus, even if I did get a shiny Giratina, there's a little glitch with it that prevents it from actually using one of the moves. Because that move crashes the game when it's shiny. Which is just so bizarre. Well, we might as well check out the Path of Solitude while we're here. I forget which move it is. I think it's like Phantom Force or something like that. You know, it's signature move. Anyway, I've got to put some Pokemon away. If I can. Right. Going to attempt Wurmple again. There we go. Path of Solitude. Accept the challenge. Let's go in with Wurmple at level 73. Or is it 72? I think it's 72, but very close to leveling up. This is probably still not winnable. We're going to need to be level 80 at the minimum, I reckon. Yeah, 72. One Gust doesn't even do a third. Poison Sting is less effective, but we can actually poison. That did more damage than I was expecting, actually. Could Strong Style, but it's going to retaliate with Agile Style. But yeah, we need to get lucky with a poison turn 1. So I'm going to re-attempt this, actually, despite it not looking winnable, just to see how much damage we're doing. Until I get a poison on turn 1. So let's just see this second attempt, and then I guess I'll cut to when I actually get it. If that's not this one. Right, it always goes first. And I'm going to Strong Style the Poison Sting. This is probably a bad idea. It poisoned. I think the Strong Style one increases the chance of a move poisoning. And now it's doing a Strong Style move. We've lost. So I can't Strong Style the move. I need to just get lucky with the poisoning. Right. Okay, let's try this again, but this time get lucky with the regular move. Okay, I have actually discovered something. We can go for 2 turns in a row. And I've also looked up the odds of actually poisoning the target. And it's actually 1 in 2. And so we got the poison. So what we can do now is just keep tackling. The poison should whittle it down. But also it's using a Strong Style move, so we do need more levels. So So, yeah, that was a bit of a waste, but I got to learn something there. Let's swap out our Pokemon again. I might as well try Rowlet's Path of Solitude, though, and then Dartrix. So, at least there's that. Decidui has already been done, as stated before. It's just a Cyndaquil. What level could it be? Don't be level 70. It wasn't level 70. It was worse. Yeah, we're not doing that. Whew. That is gonna be tough. Path of Solitude again. This time with Dartrix. What level? Honestly, I think the optimal thing might just be to... Oh wait, hang on. When does the Path of Solitude even open up? I actually forget. Please don't be level 84. 70. Okay, this one's actually lower level than the tree evolution. That is odd, to say the least. But one little thing that we haven't done, even though we're 20 levels lower than it, I haven't actually upgraded its stats. So let's do that. I don't know which attacking stat to use. I should probably have a look at both this one and my opponent's moves. Ooh, we've actually got a beneficial nature as well. So we're going to be using physical attack. So that requires some more dust. This one seems winnable. So we want HP, just to be more on track with the opponent. Increase attack and physical defense. And speed. Flame Wheel is physical, so there's that. Right, okay. HP. Attack. Defense and speed. All to the maximum. Right, okay. So, Path of Solitude. Let's try this again with Dartrix. Okay. Now that I actually get a chance to make a move, hopefully, yeah, I can actually see the menu. We have Air Slash and Psycho Cut. Air Slash being better, but it's special. Psycho Cut is in fact better because of our stats, and better in terms of accuracy. But preferably, we need something that's super effective against Quilava. Also, it gets 2 moves, for some reason. But yeah, we just lose. No, we're not reattempting that. Because we need moves. New moves. For Dartrix. None of those. Great. I could get Rest. It's the only... No, we have a healing move anyway. In Roost. Roost is better than Rest. In that it doesn't lower our defense when we use it. We already have a... Well, we've got Psycho Cut, which is already mastered. I reckon that's enough. Shadow Claw has an additional chance of getting that, but it's fine. We don't need False Swipe. We don't want False Swipe. Well, we are going to be in a little bit of trouble with this. Okay, so let's change moves. Add Roost instead of Leaf Storm. And we probably want some flying move with decent base power that doesn't miss and is physical. Looks like we're going with Aerial Ace. That is not as good. Air Slash is 75 base power. I don't actually know which one's better. Aerial Ace or the other one. Honestly, I reckon the other one's actually better. But we're going to try this one anyway. Again. Because we need to get at least a few more of these done. Right, flying moves getting the same type attack bonus, because Dartrix is part flying type. So yes, Aerial Ace to do a bit of damage. Uses quick attack, then Flame Wheel. Don't know why. Oh wait, hang on, priority. That's why. Now we're burned, we have a bit of a problem because it's lowered our attack. And we probably need to roost. Also, we're using Roost in this battle, so I think that's actually improving our stats there. But yeah, the burn's doing more damage to us than... Yeah, the burn's gone. How often does Flame Wheel burn? Not every time. So I'm going to Strong Style the Roost now. So it increases more HP. And then it's going to do the same trick again. Great. Yeah, we don't stand a chance here. Dartrix can't learn a single super effective move against Quilava. I'm going to swap out the move to Air Slash again. And see what kind of damage it does. No, don't go for that. I really want one of these starters to actually get a win. I know we've already done it with Decidueye, but still. Our stats haven't changed, so there is that. I wonder if a priority move could come in handy. Really? We got the 5% miss chance? On turn 1? Okay, what kind of damage does this do? Actually, a little more than Aerial Ace. The attack stats aren't too different, and the plus 50% same type attack bonus still works. So, I suppose this might actually just work. As long as it sticks to the same pattern of attacks. Which it probably won't if I try using a not super effective move. A strong style move. Because it gets like 3 turns in a row, I think, there. It's not great. Yeah, quick attack to increase the number of turns it's got, quick attack again, and then flame wheel. Yeah. Surprisingly, that didn't do all too much. Ooh, we get 2 moves in a row with Air Slash. Let's do that then. So we can Air Slash and then Roost. Although then it's just going to attack us again. Although Psycho Cut has the chance of a critical hit. If we get a critical hit here, I think we win. So it has to be a strong style critical hit. So I'm going to play the safe game and go for a Roost. To reset the counter for the moves. We get 2 moves again with Air Slash. Ooh. That is close. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually gonna do it. No! That is so close. Okay, I think we got a low roll on at least one of those attacks. So I know it's doable. I might as well just cut to when I've got this done. This may take a few minutes, though. So, I don't actually know. Okay, this is different. I just got a critical hit. Surprisingly, that didn't happen last time. So let's Roost. I'm at this point in the battle again. I'm only a couple turns in. I got the first double hit off. Speaking of double hit, I didn't check for any of those kinds of moves. That would be insanely useful right now. But yeah, Air Slash and a critical hit. Or strong style Air Slash. Might just work. But no, I'm actually just going to Roost again. We've got enough HP for this to actually count. We don't get 2 moves again. But we do if we Agile style. That was a tough battle, to say the least. Even with maxed out stats and a beneficial nature, being 19 levels underleveled made it a tough battle. Now that is something. We've finally got another Path of Solitude done, and gotten a few more of those EXP candies. Right, Ingo, I need my team back. Back for what we're doing today. There we go. Okay, let's go and check on the farm. That's not actually fully harvested, so I guess we could check in with the Ginkgo Guild. Though we haven't really caught many Pokemon, so I don't know if they've restocked. Oh, they have! Okay, I'll take the smoke bombs, but that's it. The unwieldy armor we don't need. That is another protector. Used only to evolve Rhydon into Rhyperior. Right, okay. So, we need to defeat various things with grass moves and flying moves. So I think I'm going to head over to the coastlands to finish this episode off. There aren't as many experience stuff over here, but it's fine. What I can do is use the EXP candies on Wurmple to get up to level 74. Right, okay. Doesn't matter what time we use those EXP candies, the levels are still going to go slow. Also, we can actually craft some more star pieces. 3 of them, in fact. And 2 Pokeshi dolls. Those are worth 1,000 each. And that's their only use. I've got 70 of those. Wow. I genuinely don't know which one to go for. Okay, I can go for that. I've got enough of the heavy balls. So I guess I'll go with a few extra ones of those and an extra Great Ball. Right. Let's put some items away as well. Those are all the evolution items. The items sold to shops. As well as the Seeds of Mastery, which can also be sold for 1,000 each. Right, okay. So, since we need a Pokemon that is weak to grass or flying, we can just head to the ocean. Seal, you're weak to grass, aren't you? Yeah, but you don't want to be defeated by grass. Huh. Right. Let's have a look for what Pokemon in this area require grass to be defeated by. Back to the start. Okay, the barrel, no. It has to be ones that are weak to grass or flying. Wurmple is not found here. Silcoon, also not found here. Beautifly is not weak to grass anymore. Or flying, rather. Actually, it kind of is, but nah. Psychic. Leafeon's not found anywhere here. I don't think any of the evolutions have any. Yeah. No habitats. Anywhere. Eevee does, though, so that's why it's still in the game. I could actually perfect Eevee as well. I just need to use Quick Attack 12 times. Who knows, we might get that from the Path of Solitude. Burmy. Oh, and Weasel. Start with Weasel. Electric moves. Already done that, but we do still need to defeat a bunch of them. Floatzel. They do appear here. We're going to tackle some Floatzels then. Right, where exactly do they appear here? Well, appear here to be defeated. I can't speak today. Great. Okay, so Apom Hill and Bather's Lagoon. So this area down here. Right, as soon as we see a Floatzel, we'll go and attack it. With Rowlet. Our Rowlet is higher level than this Floatzel. And we need to use Leafage, but this thing is now able to hit for something like 1.5 times the power. Normally would. But we can still just Leafage. Probably should have strong styled it there. Noted for the next one. And I think that's the next one. And the next one. Yeah, should be an X-Strike there. I think my voice might be going too. So I'm going to need a drink. Okay, strong style Leafage. Yeah, my voice is going. I'm going to need to pause this for a moment. I'll just clear my throat, that also works. Hope you guys don't mind me doing that. Right, okay, so let's swing around the back. If I can. I mean, it can just do it for me as well, that also works. This one didn't get a move because it's stunned. I need backstrike. Right, okay, that's another Floatzel down. Right, there's 2 Apoms just there. Oh yeah, the Icelands does have its icon. Right, that's fine. 20 defeat over grass moves. Wow, that's actually a lot. It doesn't appear in too many places as well. Pretty much just down there and down here. And the one alpha that's guaranteed in that first area. Though it appears to be quite common over here. And we've gone down. I forgot to heal up Rowlet. So that's a little annoying. Well, we still have Dartrix with Leaf Blade. Something we didn't use in the battle. Probably should have actually made sure to switch moves again. There's another one there. Right, I'm going to heal up Rowlet. Revive. We don't really need these for any major battles at this point, so it's simply just convenience. And also that. Citrus Berry restores it by half, rounded down. And so does the Revive. There's a Golduck in the background too, but we don't need that right now, although it is weak to grass, so I'll need to check its Pokédex entry. Strong Style Leafage, even though this thing is low level. Lower than the previous ones we battled already. Right, I don't think there are any more of those Floatsels around. So I'll check out Golduck's Pokédex entry. Yes, it is grass moves. This is another perfect opportunity. Right, why don't you just slide on past me so I can backstrike you. Works every time. Strong Style. This thing's level 35. This seems higher level than the Floatsels that we've been battling. Stun twice. And that's Agile Style. This one. Perfect. Yeah, I've not actually checked the Pokédex for Rowlet and Dartrix now. Yeah, Dartrix did in fact need to use Roost. And it needs to use it quite a few more times. Though we've used it more than half the number of times that we actually need to, so that's good. As for Rowlet, we need a lot more styles and Aerial Ace. Finding something weak to flying is going to be a bit of a pain, but there are all of the grass types. There's another Psyduck and Golduck over there. If Psyduck is also wanting to be knocked out by grass, also my back just cracked. Then that's good. Even at level 34 this thing survives. Use the Strong Style Leafage, so at least that task has been done. I'll just finish knocking this thing out with Leaf Blade. In any style. Perfect. As for these two... Oh, that one's an alpha. Electric. Okay, so it's just the Golducks. Let's attack this with our alpha. With, I think it was triple arrows. Was it Leaf Storm or Blade? I think it was Leaf Blade. Let's just Leaf Blade it normally. Although I probably should be using styles. Yeah. Yeah, I should definitely be using styles. Oh, it is Leaf Blade and Leaf Storm. What was the other move then that it's got? Brave Bird. Right, that's the one that it doesn't need. We can swap that out with something else then if we want. Right, yeah. Grass moves again. Let's just check out the Pokédex for Dartrix, because Rowlet has gone down. Although Leafage is almost done with that one, so I might actually revive Rowlet again. Just for it to use Leafage a couple of times. Also, Friendship is very much useless in this game. Right, okay, we're at level 75 for Wurmple now. Suppose we could try the Path of Solitude for it again. But that might just be another bad idea. I do need to hand in all of my research tasks at the end. I threw in the wrong one. but it doesn't matter. We're still knocked out with a grass move. Yeah, I do still need to swap out the moves for this. So it's still Leafage. And I think it's the same as Rowlet, actually. It is exactly the same. Leafage, Roost, and Aerial Ace. I need Aerial Ace in place of Leaf Storm. Not Leaf Storm, that other one. Air Slash. Right, okay. That's done at least. I don't see any more Golducks around. Right, okay. Let's just head back to camp and head back to the village to complete this... well, to hopefully complete this Path of Solitude. But yeah, there's still plenty for us to do. I don't think we perfected any Pokédex entries today, but we did get quite a few points and complete one of the Paths of Solitude. Hopefully we can make that 2. But it could very easily fail. Oh wait, that is the fly point. I thought it was a bit far over. Ooh, and the farm's also harvested. So... let's put everyone away again. Again with the Path of Solitude. Accept the records, begin, and I'm going to hope for the Poison Sting turn 1. If we don't get it this first attempt, then we are doomed. Granted, it's a 50% chance. However, if we use a strong style move, we just get obliterated. But it's a 100% chance of actually getting Poison Sting to actually poison. So, yeah, there's that. But we get 2 turns if we Agile style. But I don't think that's a good idea. Tackle. Because the turn order got shifted around quite a bit. And it still gets to use a strong style move. Yeah, if it gets to use any moves of any kind, it's going to do that. So, I really don't think we're winning this for a few more levels. That doesn't even look remotely possible. Oh, never mind, that's not harvested. I thought that was. Huh. Well, I suppose we can head to the Professor to hand in our research tasks, if there are any. There aren't any. Okay. Well, I suppose I could end the episode off early for once. It is almost my lunchtime, so... I've been Luke, playing Pokémon Legends Arceus on original hardware. Signing out. A little early.